Hey there YouTube, GameOccasion here. I'm back from the dead. Yeah, I got hit by a bus. So I made a deal with Satan. He said that if I came back to corrupting the internet with low quality YouTube videos, that I could continue to live. So I'm back. And in honor of Gen 6 Pokemon X and Y, I'm ready to do a new series called Guide to the Pokemon Metagame. So we're going to find out what metagame is right now from Urban Dictionary. Alright, metagame. The highest level of strategy in many complex games. Metagame refers to any aspect of strategy that involves thinking about what your opponent is thinking you're thinking. Metagame comes into play in any game where no single strategy is dominant and the opposing sides are aware of multiple strategies. These last two lines are important because there's 718 Pokemon. That's basically 718 different strategies. Now, what is the Pokemon metagame all about? Well, I wrote a little thing down here. I'm going to read it aloud now. The Pokemon metagame is based off the ideas of separating Pokemon into groups called tiers and the idea that every Pokemon has something to counter it. Trainers pit their Pokemon against each other using strategies rarely used or completely absent from in-game battles with NPCs. Moves, abilities, strategies, items, and Pokemon that would seem obsolete or useless in-game story mode game, or whatever you want to call it, find purpose in the metagame. So, the things you're going to need for this series are a basic understanding of Pokemon and how to battle, weaknesses, and super effective moves, all that stuff. You're going to need this website called Pokemon Showdown, or a lot of patience grinding your Pokemon up to level 100 on the DS or something. You're going to need Smokin.com. This is your resource for everything metagame involving Pokemon. It's extremely useful for everything. And a little creativity to create your teams, and patience. So, patience, I say this because competitive battling isn't exactly really hard. It just takes a lot of active thought, and it takes a little while to learn everything. Because when you're fighting, you need to consider a lot of different things you wouldn't normally consider in the normal game. You need to consider what moves your Pokemon could carry, what stats they have, what item or ability they have. You need to look out for what Pokemon they can come into, or if you're in the beginning of the battle, what Pokemon they'll lead with. So we're going to cover a lot of stuff in this series. We're going to cover the tiers. We're going to cover how to build teams that synergize well. We're going to cover threats and tiers. We're going to cover as much as I possibly can until I get sick of doing this. So this first episode is pretty short because this is really just telling you what the metagame is and whatnot. So, metagame. Pretty cool. It's good fun. Competitive battling's fun. It's a little confusing at first, but I will help you. I will be your shepherd, young ones, in the field of Pokemon metagaming. So, Showdown, you're going to need Showdown. You're going to need Smokin.com. Don't need this anymore. You're going to need Smokin for sure. This gives you everything you need, practically. And basic knowledge of Pokemon, patience, creativity. I'll see you guys in the next episode. We're going to be talking about tiers. Thanks for watching.